Okay, we are live right now. Let's go. Let me pop out the chat. Bam, 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 bam. Bing, bing, bong. Okay, I think everything's set up. Let me just launch mining and crafting game. What do they call it? Cave game? Let me launch cave game, as they used to call it. Congrats, Sneaky Assassin, on getting first. Are you bald? I don't think so. Balding, perhaps, but not bald yet. Give it a couple years. Maybe then I'll be fully bald. We'll see. See what happens. Genetics may not be in my favor in that. Toilet. That's so true. That's so true, Torso. Can't stay long because I have 4 classes worth of homework. Oh, that's rough. What's up, anime? Congrats on getting first. Bro is not bald. Yeah, do a finger count on your forehead. It's more than 4. I can tell you that. My hair is sticking up weirdly because I pulled it up. I want to see you bald, so I'm gonna wait. You might be waiting a bit. Oh, chat. Okay, so I did this cool thing. I've been messing with CROSSY ROAD a lot, and as you know, I've been trying really hard just to get CROSSY ROAD to work. But then I had the thought, could I make, you know how I have this really fast, this is a really, really fast line of lava, and you'll see it in a second. And it's pretty quick, right? And then I thought, I can make that twice as fast. And so I spent a couple hours working on this today. This is the prototyping, because it's hard to get it to be perfect. But look at how fast that is. This is the old one, this is the new one. This one is using a bunch of scaffolding, because scaffolding has a 1-tick delay as opposed to observers having a 2-tick delay. Can you show it working? It doesn't work yet, so I can't. So what I'm trying to do, though, I'm trying to make it perfect. If I go, this is the current prototype. If I tick step through it, you'll see there is a problem. So that one's on, right? Then next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. That's fine. The problem is this one is also on at the same time. So this one needs to be one singular tick later, which is very difficult to make it one singular tick later. That's the problem. It's very hard to make something one singular tick later. And so you can see right there, these 2 blocks fill in instead of just the 1. Oh, I don't have it minimized, or I don't have it maximized. My gosh, that's fast. Yeah, I think it would be cool to have like one car that just speeds on through. So basically, what I'm trying to do is figure out why this doesn't work to begin with, basically. So let's watch this through in slow-mo and see what's wrong with it. Okay. So this trapdoor is going to open, right? And you can see the distance is what actually activates the repeater. So this guy, the next tick, the distance is going to become 1, right? Then the next tick on this guy, the distance will become 1. Now it's 1, and now this observer 2 ticks from now should go off. There we go. This guy is 2, this guy's 3, this guy's still 3, so the next tick, this guy's gonna become 4, and then this takes 2 ticks, so we then have this. Okay, so then right here is where is the same tick that this guy opens. So then the next tick, this guy turns into distance of 1, which will then 2 ticks from now activate this guy. So we just need to move it 1 tick further away, which in theory I would think would be doable by making it so that this block, I would think if I took this guy and I put it right here, and I had multiple scaffolding blocks, so that this would take 1 tick and then 2 ticks to turn on, it would make it perfect. But I'm not sure if that's actually true. Let's see. There's a repeater. What if you had a tick of delay? That's actually 2 ticks. A repeater is 2 game ticks, 1 redstone tick. So the only way to get odd numbers in Java, I believe, the only way to get odd numbers is through scaffolding. So let's see, if I freeze this, does this work? Tick step 4, because this is gonna take a few ticks. Okay, so this is down. Now, this guy changes, this guy changes. 2 ticks from now, this guy now goes. Now we're on this one. So this guy has now changed. And, okay, so now this guy's going off. This trapdoor right here has opened. So, in 1 tick, this goes off. Another tick, this guy. Then 1, 2 more ticks, this guy goes off. That's odd. It didn't even go off at all. The first time it didn't even go off. Why not? That's so strange. See, that's a problem. Because that should have been a solution. I don't know why that wasn't a solution. If I just flip this, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that goes off. So the problem is potentially that it is opening the trapdoor too short, I'm thinking. You got me kicked out of the theater again? Bro is watching my live stream while in the theater. So if hold on, I'm gonna tick rate 1, right? Oh, I hate that tick rate 1 makes me slow. It's so stupid. All right, I'm just gonna tick freeze, and then I'm gonna go up here. And then I'm gonna tick rate 1, tick unfreeze. So everything is currently taking 1 second per tick. So it's probably gonna be like 20 seconds to watch this. Yes, so that's just completely skipping until later, which is really weird. I don't understand exactly why it's doing that, but it's completely skipping this one. Why is it completely skipping this one? That's so strange. So that is gonna send a signal. 1 in, okay, so that opens it. Then this guy in 1 tick changes distance to 1. And then before this guy has a chance, it changes distance back to 1. So that's the problem. So now it's just not going off at all. So what we need to do then is, I would think that if we just moved this observer, I would think that what we can do, hold on, let me cook. I would think we can put this back, right? Put this back. Okay. If we put this back to where it was, but then move this by one tick. And then we would also need to somehow shorten this by one tick. Oh no, actually it might be fine. Let's see. All right, let's freeze this and flip this. It was the notification that got me kicked out again. Why are you always in theaters, bro? I've been playing CROSSY ROAD recently and my best is 187. I was moving quickly. I'm a pro. That's actually pretty high. I think my record in CROSSY ROAD was like 120 something. Or no, sorry, 220 something. Okay. So then this guy's going. This guy. This next one. Oh! I'm gonna cream. That's so hot. That's so fire. Let's go. All right, so we figured it out then. Okay, so we just moved that one. Bro, what? I didn't say anything. I have a question. I've been trying to make the gold farm that you made like a year ago. I've been trying to make it. I just can't make it the same. Do you have a tutorial or Limatica? Do you mean the 725k one that I made in a survival world video? Or do you just mean the one that's the 225k one that I did make a tutorial for? I would assume probably not that one because I did actually make a tutorial for that. Gold farms are now broken. Not all of them. It's just the ones that you don't have to hit the mobs. Is this the same? So I'm gonna build like 3 of these and then copy paste it a bunch and then we can see how it works. If this works, dude, it's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be even harder for the villagers though, which means that, well, I'll probably just replace the train with this, and the train will be really, really fast, and then, like, nothing, you know? The song is gas, bro. I mean, I know I liked it for a reason, because I knew I liked it, or, like, I added it to the playlist because I like it, but it's still good. I think this is the one. There we go. Okay. It's been a while. How's it going? It's going pretty solid. What happened to the Pale Oak world? I just haven't had a lot of time to play on it lately. Been working primarily on this video. Well, among making shorts. I'm still making my shorts because I like making them and they are the main thing that my channel is known for, so I'm not gonna, I'm not going to do what I did last time and just stop making shorts for a month. What's the train? If you've ever played CROSSY ROAD, there's a train that comes by once in a while and it's really fast, and that's what I'm building, or that's kind of what the prototype here is. It seems promising though, but it is basically just a it's just a really, really fast moving stream of lava, and it's a little complicated to build, or it's a lot more complicated to build than previous iterations because it requires a lot of cool redstone, but complicated redstone. So let's see if this works. We're gonna go tick, step, bam, 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 bam. We're gonna watch this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, no, not 22, weird. Oh, that's why. Okay, well, let's start that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That is so beautiful, dude. Look at how fast this is. So for those of you that don't know what I was doing, I was checking tick by tick to see if it works. But if you watch, that's how fast it is in real time. That is like a real fast car. Like if you had, dude, the fun thing is that in theory, if you had like a real player, you could probably, the real player would probably struggle to do this. Isn't that amazing? Like, a real player would probably have a little bit of difficulty getting across multiple lanes of this. Just because it's very fast. You would have to make it so that they can't jump. Because if you can jump, then it's really easy. But like, that's awesome. Look at how fast that is. For a reference point, this is the old previous fastest one. Look at how much faster that is. So, this is cool. Put them on half a heart? No, I'm not gonna do that, because then they would all die, probably. Yeah, the jumping, if you just put, what you could realistically do to prevent them from jumping is just, like, if you want to keep players from jumping, you just do that, and then they have to just walk across. I mean, they can sprint, I guess, but you could, like, get rid of their hunger or something. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a schematic of this so that I can just send it down a bunch of times. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even realize. This song sounds like a Crystal Castles song. Any Crystal Castles fans in chat? Good band. This, like, really sounds like something they would have made. In, like, a good way. Crystal Castles is fire. Okay, I'm just gonna do, like, this. And so we'll do temp 3. I used to have, like, 100 temporary schematics, and I finally deleted them. Oh, I fixed my texture pack, too. We still have, and will always have, because I just think it's funny at this point. I'm never going to fix this. I'm never fixing Minecraft Realms Java Edition. I'm never fixing that. What I did fix, though, is for a long time my hotbar wasn't showing up correctly. Now you can see I have the old hotbar, and I got the enchantment text back. I got the enchantment text instead of just the regular enchantment bar back. And so I actually had a pretty productive day today. I feel like a lot of the time making a short will take me like all day, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, "What? You spend all day making like one minute long video?" But yes, I do. Most of the time it would take me like all day, and today I got done with it at like 3-ish, and then had a good amount of time to like do some testing of stuff. And I also spent the first couple of hours of the day, it probably only took me like maybe 2 hours to make the short, minus editing. I didn't do any editing, but I was able to fix the texture pack a bit. I messed with mods a bit because I learned that one of my mods, I had mentioned to you guys that I finally upgraded my mods, right? And I was excited about that, and then I realized that oh, that's so beautiful, dude. Then I learned that what I actually did was I was stupid, and I was stupid. I had one mod that was incompatible, and I hadn't tested enough to realize this, but anytime I opened a container, it just immediately crashed my game, but I was able to fix it. Can I make the lava jump? How would I do that? And I think I have a small amount of variability in the settings of this. I think I can do this, and this will make the cars a little bit longer. Yeah, there we go. Now the cars are a bit longer. Dude, look at how fast this is. That's amazing. Ugh. I love that, and it's so satisfying to watch all the redstone work. Redstone is so cool, man. I love being somewhat good at redstone. Is this not sick? Maybe this isn't sick to you guys. Maybe this isn't as satisfying to you guys as it is to me. But this is really cool if you ask me. Dodge the car. Oh, this doesn't even kill him because he's only in the lava for like 1 tick. Interesting. Or no, I guess for like 4 ticks. If I put him here, he would be in it for what, like, however long the car is. So if the car is like 7 blocks long or something like that, he would be in it for a few ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 8 ticks, I mean. That's unironically so cool. Thank you. I'm glad I have someone saying that it's cool. Alright, now I just need to actually get the games to work and not kill all of them. I kind of got sidetracked with this. What I was starting to do earlier today was I'm trying to test. So I set all of these... So basically, I set up all of the... That's weird. I set up all of these machines on a set timer because what I want to do is I want to see what is the most optimal timing of... What's the most optimal timing of composters, right? Like, what's the optimal amount of time to have the composters down for to get the most villagers across, right? Does that make sense? What if I donated $500 every stream, then buy all the villagers? Reasonable. I don't think I will allow... Nah, if you gave me $500, I'd allow you to have more villagers. That's a lot of money, and I like money. Anyways. I'm in support of pay to win, as you guys know. Okay, so these are all set. That's basically the idea. I want to have... I was before having everything was by like... It was based off of like random chance when the stuff was going, and I'm gonna put that back at the end, but for science purposes, for testing, I can't have them be random, because then I don't know if they died, if all of them died because of random chance or what, right? Does that make sense? So basically the idea is I'm gonna wire them all up so that the second that I open the gates, it is the same every time. Like, I open the gates and the lava is in that position, no matter what. You know what I mean? If I made you another video, would you give me more villagers? This is purely a hypothetical. It would have to be good and something that I actually, like, want. Like, if you made me a main channel video, like, maybe, but I don't know if you're capable of doing that. No offense. Maybe you are. You're probably more capable than the average person, for sure. But it would have to be better than the... It would have to be better than that video you did a while ago, the like stream highlight. What classes are you taking in college? I have to take like a just like, you know, those like courses that you just have to take. So I have like an African American studies class because I have to fill a requirement. I have a social media marketing class, which hopefully will be really cool. I'm excited for that one because that like seems like it could be right up my alley. I don't know if it will be, but I'm hoping it is. What else? Is there a way to disable distant horizons on like just this world? Because I think it looks weird. Like, Distant Horizons looks weird on super flat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it on super flat. Does anyone know if you can do that? Yeah, I have my social media marketing class. That will hopefully be cool and interesting and teach me things that I don't already know. We'll see, though. I am like a full-time content creator. Well, no, I guess I'm not full-time technically, but I'm like basically a full-time content creator. So like, I do imagine there's a very good likelihood that they teach me a bunch of things that I already know. I have this business course that I'm really not looking forward to because I was not told until last semester that I have to take the business, like this like really low level business course. And the reason I have to take that is because everyone has to take it, but I'm taking it as a senior. Everyone else takes it as a freshman. And so it's going to be really fun because I'm going to be in a classroom full of a bunch of freshmen. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff. Like, I recall, like, I was thinking about it, and I remember some of my business major friends were having to go to, like, they had to go for a class to, like, the job fair and stuff. And I think it's probably for this class, and I'm going to have to go to a job fair, even though I, like, already have a job lined up for me after college. And it's just continuing to do this. But whatever. It is what it is. What are those red pillars in the background? Oh, that's Distant Horizons being weird. So see this? Distant Horizons is just stretching them down to the bottom of the ground. And I actually I'm not quite sure what this is, to be honest. Oh, I think that's the TNT ceiling is my guess. I think that this is the TNT ceiling. I bet you if I fly over there. Yeah, because that box, this is probably the hide and seek arena. Probably, right? Let's find out. Yeah, these are hide and seek. There you go. Do you have a schematic? Yeah, there's one in the Discord, but I would very much recommend that you build Zardor's gold farm if you need like an obscenely fast gold farm, because his is both faster and more lag efficient. And there are two different designs, one for if you want to build a perimeter and one for if you just want to build it on the nether roof. Both are faster than mine, and both are more lag efficient. And potentially easier to build. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest, but I think without a tutorial, also he has a tutorial on how to do them. Without a tutorial on mine, because I'm never going to make a tutorial on it, it's going to be difficult to build it. I tried your duplex, but it didn't work. Yeah, it got patched. It got patched like a week or two ago, unfortunately. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is I'm gonna finally take out this wire. I should really just get my axe out and bam. Bam. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that there, and then I'm just gonna add a little wiry poo that comes off of this and has a bunch of delay. This is definitely not enough delay, so I'm going to, no, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna take, I'm too lazy to build a hopper clock right now. I'm just using repeaters. I know like I should probably build a hopper clock, but no, a hopper clock is way easier. The only problem is that it needs 2 players. No, Zardor's design does not need 2 players. Zardor's design is 1 player, just like mine is only 1 player. That's why I recommend it, because it's just a better design. Like, as far as I am concerned, there's nothing about my design that's better, other than if you want to build it. Like, the only people I know who have wanted to build it, and like for valid-ish reasons, are people who are like fans of me and wanted to build it because I have it, because I designed it. Hopper Pulse activated hopper clock, I think is what I'm looking for here. Yup. So I have to do some weird shenanigans here to get this to work. This is gonna be kind of weird, kind of wonky, but it's fine. Bam. Bam. And I can put like, I don't know, I'll put like 2 stacks of items in there so that it takes a while before it starts. So this will now, it's gonna, in 2 stacks of items, it's gonna start, and I just need to hook this up to a signal, which will be right here. I think that's gonna reach. Okay, let's try this. So if I flip that, it's gonna immediately start these machines. And then in exactly 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, in exactly 2 stacks of items, it's going to open the trapdoors, I think. Which means, theoretically, the lava should always be in the exact same place. So the lava was like right there. I didn't really get to see it, but yeah, it would be. Why are you a senior but everyone is a freshman? Because I switched into the major. So I switched in when I was a sophomore, so I never took the freshman classes. And I just I recall my advisor told me that some of the freshman classes I didn't have to take because I took like the equivalent of them when I was a freshman in a different major. And it turned out to be not entirely true because I did still have one thing that I had to take. And it's this one class. So I'm gonna be in a freshman class, which is really fun. Maybe I should hook this up as well. Have you thought about the water pit for Crossy Road? Like the decorated one? Not a lot. I've been mainly concerned on getting it working, and then I'm gonna work more on the aesthetics of it. Who knew that this game would be the hardest game by like a factor of a bajillion? I certainly didn't. I thought this game would be relatively simple. Oh, what a fool I was to think that. What a fool I was. Maybe that will make it all the more rewarding if I can get it to work. I would love to say when I can get it to work, but I don't even know, man. This game kills so many villagers that I don't even know if it will be a thing that I can be like, that I can like confidently say like, yeah, it's gonna work. It currently is just like not survivable for the villagers. Like they just all die, and so if they all die, that's no bueno. Do you play any other games? I do. I occasionally play Marvel Rivals. I also got my girlfriend the demo, but I'm probably gonna get her the full version of this game called Paleo Pines. It's like a super cute like dinosaur game. It's like a farming sim, but with dinosaurs, and she loves dinosaurs. So when I saw it, I was like, she's gonna love this. And I'm trying to get her like more into video games, you know. So I wanted to. I got her that, or I'm trying to get her. She seemed to like it so far, so. All right, we're gonna test 100 villagers, right? Effect give at E type equals villager, glowing, infinite, or not infinite, for 1 second, 0, true. That's just my count. That's how I count how many villagers I have. And we have a few extra. All right, we now have 100 villagers, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this up, and I think because there are no longer composters accessible to them, they'll probably pathfind. Maybe not. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set it to nighttime so that they wander a bit. This should cause them to just wander randomly and spread more, and that's kind of what I want them to do. You know Gurg? I do know Gurg. Okay, so I've given them a decent amount of time to spread. Now we set the time to day. And we turn that on. Okay. So we have 100 villagers, and let's see how many survive this. We're currently rocking 8 ticks or 10 ticks of delay in between each time that it does the thing. So these guys are now all going. And you can see some of them trying to pathfind around the lava instead of right into it. And then this will let them out in a second. I actually realize I really do not need to give them this much time. Pretty sure I can take like an entire stack of that out and it will be fine. So that's good. I don't have to wait as long. I can probably take out like another half stack even. We'll see. Found you because of the Pale Oak World? Really? I have school tomorrow? Tomorrow is my last day of summer break. We have Monday off, and then I start classes Tuesday. Okay. They're going. And the train is killing some of them. 85 of them are alive, but a ton of them are burning to death. It's not ideal. Some people suggested putting water here, and that might actually have to be a thing we do so that they don't all die. All right. So this is like relatively scientific. If I were to do it, what I should probably do is test this exact setup like maybe 3 times, and then we can, if I test this setup 3 times, I can take an average and it'll be even more accurate. Because I really need to figure out if there is a better amount, you know? Sad, we don't even have summer holidays? Really? You just do school year-round or what? What's your opinion on bagels? I like bagels. I saw this ad for bagels that are supposed to be like 80 calories the other day, and like that's mad enticing because bagels are not good for you, but they claim, I don't like when companies claim like lower calorie, the same taste. Like, no, you're lying. I know you're lying to me. You don't have to try and pretend. I know if it's 80 calories, it's probably not going to be as good as a bad for you bagel, you know? And that's fine. I'm like I'm willing to accept that. I just don't like being lied to, you know? Don't lie to me. I like turtles. Valid. Okay, so what's this setup? This is 2 4-tick repeaters, so this is a 10-tick clock. Clock speed. 10 ticks. And then let me look at the pulse length. Pulse length is... Oh, this is actually 10 redstone ticks. And then the pulse length is 4 redstone ticks. I do have Hypixel YouTube rank. 10 redstone ticks. Pulse length is 4 redstone ticks. And then villagers survived is, it was what, 53 out of 100? So just over half. When are we getting a stream with Jasmine and friends? Who is Jasmine? 53 villagers. 53 out of 100. What are my thoughts on onions? I like onions. Onions are pretty good. Oh, I realize I need to run that test again with the amount of delay in this machine that I want, because otherwise the lava won't start in the same spot. You know what I mean? Do you like pineapple on pizza? I think it's so good. I have had it like once and I didn't think it was bad. I wouldn't do it personally though. That's rough. That's rough triggered. You gotta be aware of scams like that. Jasmine is the TNT bombers. Oh, okay, I forgot about that. That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. Alright. So I'm probably gonna have to scrap that test. I'm gonna scrap this test. Okay, and we're gonna run this a few times. You know, I'm thinking that I could do like, if I do like this, I meant to do like that. It's not 20 blocks in this direction. Where is the guy? Where are they spawning? 2 in front. We have a lot spawning there, a lot spawning there. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Now we have them spawning, but on opposite sides, so they'll kind of spread out, you know? Congrats on 1 mil. Thank you. Appreciate that. So this should spread them out a little bit more evenly, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have to go get water. My water bottle is out. If you have 1 texture pack to choose, which one would you choose? Interesting. Like, maybe, probably just vanilla tweaks, man. I like the default Minecraft textures. I just like to change some small things. I'm gonna do this and let them kind of wander for a bit, and I'll put on the rules video because I haven't put it on in a few days. Let me just do that. Where would that be? Graphics? There we go. Stream assets, infomercials. I need to pin this. Pin to quick access. There we go, infomercials. Ha. Hold on. Music, bam, pause. Hi, and thank you for joining the stream. We're happy to have you here in chat, and we appreciate your attention as we go over some important guidelines before we continue this stream. While aboard this stream, no hate speech, harassment, threats, or discrimination of any kind will be permitted. Disclosing any personal information like your phone number, real name, age, or address is strictly prohibited. Please do not get upset if the pilot is not answering you. Dash is piloting the plane while trying to read as many chats as he can, which is already wildly irresponsible and could lead us to crash, so sometimes he may miss your message. If what you have to say is important, wait 30 seconds and say it again. Avoid asking Dash to switch to something else. In case of unexpected boredom, this stream has one exit located at the top of the tab. Listen to the moderators and refrain from complaining about or avoiding their punishment. For the safety of you and the other viewers aboard this stream, Dash 14 requires you to follow the instruction of our mod team and comply with all posted rules. Failure to do so may result in permanent ejection from Dash's streams. Please review the rules list located in the description as it's more comprehensive than this safety video. Dash will be back soon. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your snacks are ready, and your seat is in the gaming position. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and enjoy the stream. I'm back. I am back. And I have water now. So I won't be thirsty, chat. Hi. We love not being thirsty. All my fans of water in the chat, rise up. Say I if you love water, chat. Why can't I just summon exactly 100 villagers and not guess and kill the extras? What's the best way? Is there an easy way to summon 100 villagers? If I summon a villager, can I type in a count? I don't think I really can, so I think that, I don't know, that's kind of the way that I've done it, and it seems to work. Is there if there's a better way, I'm interested to know it. Alright, let's start this bad boy. So this counter is now going. But the roads are now full of lava. And everything is running. This guy happens every once in a while. And we will see how many villagers make it across the thing. I'm just gonna tick sprint because I don't need to sit here. It really doesn't look like very many of them made it. 49. Okay, that's not actually bad. That's pretty much exactly the same result as last time. I'm back. Welcome back. 49 out of 100. Okay, so that's obviously too many of them are dying, right? Is the conclusion that I have. So I have 145, dang, that's too many. Alright, so I'm gonna let these guys spread because it's nighttime, so they'll spread out a bit. At least I'm pretty sure they should walk around a little bit. Or maybe I'm tripping and they won't. Could have sworn that nighttime was when they would spread. Weird. / summon villagers 100 does not work. Yay, that's definitely not a thing you can do. That's how you can summon items in like 64. I don't think you can summon mobs in more than one though. In Bedrock it does? Really? That's interesting. I'll have to check that. I did not know that. On Java that doesn't work though. Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe you can put like a NBT tag, like count. No, that was just one still. All right, so these guys spread out decently. Let's just start this guy. I'm gonna tick rate 500. Game is started. We will see how many of them make it. 42 of them made it. So it's a little bit less. Just check entity numbers. Well, that's what I've been doing, isn't it? All right, so I'm trying to get an average here. So that's 42. We got 49 the first time. Where's my kill command? 49 the first time. You're gonna banish OG Jack to the max to hell tomorrow? Dang. I want to do FBI. Yeah, you have to do exclamation point redeem space FBI. Did you destroy my stasis chamber yet? It hasn't been working. I did. Yeah, I found it. I found it in the walls. Sorry, pal. All right. Let's start this machine, see how many of them make it. $53. Okay, so our average is gonna be probably right around 50, I think, if I know math. 53 out of 100, so 49 plus 42 plus 53 divided by 3. That's an average of 48. Okay, so average 48 out of 100 villagers are surviving. So connect 100 command blocks. That's so much more work, though, than just what I'm doing. In the long run, maybe it could save me time. That feels like it wouldn't, though. It feels like it wouldn't be efficient. All right, so we currently have this. I'm thinking we try this for now. I'm thinking we keep all the settings the same except for that, and we see if there's a difference. No, there's no underscore, it's just a space. So now it's 2 redstone ticks, and we'll see how many villagers survive. I'm hoping one number gets us like a significant improvement. See, in my theory would be that the more often these are resetting, the more often the villagers would change their pathfinding, and thus, the more, if they change their pathfinding, they would see, oh hey, that's a car coming, or that's a car in the block that I'm trying to go to. Let's not walk directly into it because my pathfinding changes. So like my theory would be that as fast as you can possibly go would basically be the ideal. It would basically be the ideal. But I'm not actually sure. Or at least as minimal time up as you can have would be good. Because currently, if you see this, right? If I change that to that, then it holds it up for longer. So my theory would be that at the very least this should have some sort of minor improvement, but I'm not sure. What are you building? We're building CROSSY Road in Minecraft, and villagers are playing it. Except the villagers really struggle right now, so I'm doing a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of work trying to get the villagers to like be able to play the game without dying, without all of them dying. What university are you in right now? I'm not gonna answer that, sorry. What's up, DQ? How's it going? I feel like I might have asked this before, but is your name intended to be Dairy Queen Gaming? Okay. Let's start this and let's see the results. We've changed one variable. As any good scientist does, we've only changed one variable. So now we should hopefully get some decent results. I'm not testing this thing 100 times, though. 59. That's more. That might be an outlier, though. That's why we're doing it 3 times to see the average. Okay. 59 could be promising. I feel like even, unfortunately, I'm kind of feeling like 3 tests might not even be enough. Like it might be too minimal. But let's see if we get a substantially higher average. Then I will continue running with this and we'll see if we can tweak this to get it to be better, you know? This is actually, I'm like actually doing Minecraft science here, and I don't like it. I feel like I haven't had this much difficulty getting the villagers to not all die in previous games. This game is apparently just much harder. They just all die, and it kind of sucks. What is my favorite song? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think I have a favorite song right now. I can tell you my favorite album right now is Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quadeca. That album, oh, so good. Such a beautiful album. That's like easily my favorite album right now, and it'll probably be my favorite album. It'll probably be album of the year for me. I don't imagine anything is going to dethrone it, just because it's so good. Do you like salami? Man, y'all ask random ass questions. I think I like salami as much as the average person likes salami. It's not like anything that I'm crazy about, but it's salami. Why is it so loud when the FBI open up? That's kind of the point, because then if it's like the point of it is to be really loud to like annoy the streamer. All right, let's see if will we have any substantial results? I really hope so. Oh, we may have found an improvement, chat. We may have an improvement. 60 out of 100. That's a lot better than 48 average. Right now, the average is looking to be high. I think these are just visual glitch lava. Chat, I'm hopeful. I'm getting my hopes up. I shouldn't, but I'm getting my hopes up. This next round, it's going to be like 100. All 100 of them are going to die, though, because I got my hopes up. That's what I deserve for getting my hopes up. I'm just trying I'm trying to make each one of these pretty much exactly the same testing-wise, like testing conditions. I'm giving them a little bit of time at nighttime to move around, even though they don't really, but that's whatever. Did you finish the Squid Games? Like, the Village game, or did I finish the show? Because I finished the show. Village game, there's still a lot of work to be done, though, unfortunately. These games are bigger and better than the last ones, but bigger and better also means takes longer. Because it's still just me. My ambitions get higher with every project, and yet I still remain to be just me. And I have yet to gain the ability to not have to sleep. So I still need to sleep, and thus the videos take a while to come out. Alright. Will we have a third test of significantly higher villagers not dying? You know? Let's find out. We did! That's crazy. Okay, so this is better. We have found that this seems to be definitively better. That's actually really good. So average before was 48. Average this time is 50, like 9.75 or something. Divided by 3. 59 and a third. I think I'm sick. That sucks. I might be getting sick. Pesto seems to be sick. So I've spent a lot of time with her the past few days, so I'm probably gonna get sick as well. Alright, so we have made our first improvement, chat. We now know this is our winner. Well, we can now start tweaking this. But this amount of ticks is probably our winner. I would imagine that 3 redstone ticks isn't going to be any better. It would probably be right in between the two. Although maybe I should try it just for science. Who's Pesto? Pesto's my girlfriend. That's not her real name. That's just like her online name. I may be sick, but that doesn't mean I can't win chat games. That's the spirit, bro. That is the spirit. Alright, let's try setting this to 3 ticks of delay, and we'll just see how it goes. What are your opinions on eating washing machines? Sounds tasty. Maybe an unconventional snack, but sounds yummy nonetheless. Do you like Rubik's Cubes? I do not know how to do a Rubik's Cube, unfortunately. I haven't been here or in the Cord for a while. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you back. How much games does Villager Games have in them? It's gonna be 6. I'm really regretting not having done 3 and 3. Because I honestly bet you I would have gotten the same amount of views if I had made it 3 and 3, but it's too late now. I've already committed. I've already made most of the games anyway. I just need to make this game work. Alright, so this is 3 ticks of delay. It's possible. It's certainly possible that it works out better. I wouldn't imagine it would. Yeah, that's... Testing this is so annoying. Like, it's like, technically, it's a good thing for me to test. Just to make sure that I know what I'm doing, but like it's really annoying. And then adding modifiers and stuff might make this a lot better. Like I might be able to say, take the, like, if I figure out, like, oh, this is the best combination of, you know, this is the best combination that makes, like, 75% of them live, then, like, I add a speed potion and 90% of them live, you know? I can't tell. Hi, are you just, like, really annoying? Or a child? Or both? Bro really just asked me. Bro just asked me what my opinions are on the letter F. Like, you know, you don't have to say things. You're not, like, required by law to be talking all the time. I am, because I'm streamer and I must be talking all the time. But you are not. You're not required to be talking all the time. Just to let you know. I'm just good like that. You know, I just saw somebody saying they're suffering from stage 37 brain rot. I just saw in the marketplace today, I saw like a skibbity toy, no, like an Italian brain rot skin pack that was like, have you ever wanted to be tung 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 sahur? Now you can. Yay! I can be my hero, tung 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 sahur. Will you make a chicken jockey game? No. Remember me from the rebellion in the second Squid Game? I do. How's it going? Welcome back. Can't wait to get that out on. Yeah. I love the tung 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 sahur minigame. Or add-on or whatever it is. I kind of forget what it was, but that one. I hate brain rot. I have a love-hate relationship with brain rot. It's kind of funny sometimes, but like I do think I mean, the name, as the name would imply, it can't be good for like the children and the general population to just be consuming lots of brain rot, you know? Okay. Let's tick rate 500 and let's time set night. When was there a rebellion? All the chatters started calling for me to stop the games in the second one. So I did, and I did that joke where I put down, I mean, this wasn't rigged, where a bunch of composters magically appeared and encouraged everyone to go to one side of the playing arena, you know? That's what happened. It had nothing to do with me. It was simply random chance that those composters spawned. It was, you know, 1 in 1 billion chance that 500 composters spawn in. Okay, 47 made it. So it seems to me that, didn't I already test this? What was the first result? I didn't write it down. Did I have 54, or was that the results of the last one? No, I had 54 the first time, and I just didn't write it down. Alright, third test. Sorry for all the pain I've put you through. It's okay. It's just a little silly. That's all. One of these days, I'm gonna get exactly 100, and it's gonna be sick. I've had it happen where I get exactly 456 a number of times, and that's always fun. What happened to the mod teriyaki chicken? They're still here sometimes. Just not as often. I'm gonna try to lead the rebellion from the end of season 2. I'm gonna be real with you, Sir Schmoopy. Even if you tell me put composters on flying machines is not an option that I have thought of. And would that work? That's a really weird idea, but I did not think of that, to be honest. Anyways though. What's up, Tippy or Wall? How's it going? Sir Shmoopy, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you try to stage a rebellion, I'm probably just gonna ignore it because the bit was already done. If you know what I mean. Like, I had the joke of like putting down all the composters to like thwart the uprising during the second season of Village Game, and like now that that's done, like I'm not gonna do it again, you know? So like if you stage an uprising, I'm probably just gonna ignore it even if chat is like going crazy. Just cause like I currently don't have any ideas for like ways that I could do that again, you know? Also, season 3 didn't really have an uprising. What a bad season of TV, man. It's such a shame. The first season was like spectacular, and then the second season was still pretty good, and then they just fumbled it real hard in the last season, man. Maybe it wasn't bad, but it was certainly not good. Very disappointing. Saw your season 1 and 2, and I saw your season 1 and 2 and stream where you started season 3. Cool. Have you thought of using your cat or fox leaded to a boat with a zombie from your first Village Game 3 stream to make Pac-Man? That is very specific. What are you gonna do about hide and seek? Because you already used that last season. I actually didn't. I made a reference to hide and seek in the last season, but I referenced how I wasn't gonna use it. And then I actually already designed it over here. And it works pretty well. I still need to do a bit more work on it, but it works pretty well. This is my favorite thing that I've designed so far. It's really stupid and like unnecessary. No, I mean it's just cool. Basically, all the villagers go in here and it spits them out onto either team like they are the gumballs, and it's awesome. Composters on flying machines. I will try that later. Here, let me write it down in my notes, okay? I don't really think that would work that well, but I'll write it down just for you. Try composter flying machines. You know, all right, let's just try it right down here on the floor and see if the villagers, I wonder if the villagers will even chase after them. So I'm gonna get composters. It's actually interesting. I've never thought about making villagers chase after them like this. A villager can get to this, correct? Yes, okay. So if I just put, I should be able to do 6, I would think. Or no, I'll have to do 5. And then I could do... I need a sticky piston. How do sticky machines work? I think I can do 5 more like that. And then I just need the ability to grab, you need to have it like this typically. Which is, I think, exceeding the push limit, because that's, what, this is 10, 11, 12, 13, well, yeah, that's more than the push limit. So we could do like this. You know what, I should really just build a regular flying machine, and then we will build and then we'll add the composters onto it. There we go. And that should work, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, come back! Come back! I forgot that my tick speed was so high! Don't run away from me. I'm trying to be your friend. This is just like high school all over again. I guess probably the better way to do this would be... This is 8, then 9, 10. So I could add one more, and it should still be movable. Oh my gosh, he is chasing it. Wait, what if this worked really well? That would actually be crazy if this worked really well. What I would just have to do is I have to set up a return station for it. Do you keep track of the ideas and the people who give them? Maybe. Sometimes I do. Was it Hi who gave them? Who gave me this idea? Let me write down Hi in case I use this. We'll see. I need at least 10 viewers to be happy. Bro, you really... I think you're streaming for the wrong reason if you need to have 10 viewers. Hi 3200 space question mark. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work with the ability to have a return station. This would be really funny. Pretty dumb, but really funny. Probably we would need like multiple so that we could have... We would need like multiple, I would think, somehow. Maybe just in parallel flying so that the village... Because this is only 10 composters, and if we have 100-ish villagers playing this game, that's like not enough, I would think. I might not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. We'll see. Don't get too excited. Maybe this idea sucks. We'll see. So when it reaches here, it's just gonna send a little pulse that's gonna say... no, you know what? We're just gonna do this. When it reaches here, this is going to send a pulse. Die. Hold on. I'm gonna actually make... I'm gonna build this, but like in an actual place, because this is, it's not gonna be super useful for testing if I just build it on the ground. Up 1, fill from here to 50, 100 smooth stone. Okay, that's our arena. There we go. Let's go 18 blocks forward. I actually reversed this, I realize. Air. 150. Smooth stone. There we go. All right, there we go. That's a better arena. You doing jump rope? I already did jump rope for the most part. I just have to, like, basically, once I get the other games to work, I have to tweak it to make sure that it doesn't kill all of them. That's basically the main problem with most of the games right now, and this is a problem pretty much every time, but it's been especially a problem this time. But, making the games not so lethal that every single villager dies, or the vast majority of them die, has been tricky. Some of the games that I've gone for are a little bit ambitious. I mean, I like being ambitious, but I also like getting a video out not 7 months after the season comes out. But you know what? I had like one person who commented and said, we don't want 2 seasons of Village game in 1 year. So I'm just gonna assume that everyone feels that way, and I'm going to take my time. That's a joke. I know most people do not feel that way. However, I'm still going to take my time because I am not getting paid that much for the YouTube video, for the long form videos. I'm just doing the long form videos out of the love of the game, you know? The shorts are where I actually make my money. So, fortunately, the one good thing about not making much money from long form is that I don't have to rush, you know? I don't have to rush with it because it's not my livelihood. My livelihood is the shorts. And I just do Village game when I have time after I finish making them. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if we put composters up here, the villagers will come. Take your time, Pum. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you ever forget someone who gave you a great idea? I try not to, but yes, it does happen sometimes. I've forgotten to credit people before, and I always feel really bad. I recently made a video where I used one of RaiseWorks' ideas, and I totally forgot to credit him in the video, so I just had to pin a comment. I meant to put, I even asked my editor to, he forgot, and then I also forgot, so we just wound up, it just wound up going uncredited inside the video itself, which I feel bad about. I do my best to credit people, but I've given Dash 2 bad ideas. Dub! That's kind of how most people are, though, let's be real. Most people give me like 10 bad ideas. That's actually, unironically, how everything goes, though. I don't know if you guys know this, but the actual process of like designing farms, designing most things, is I have 50 bad ideas before one works. And so never feel ashamed of giving me a bad idea, unless it's like really, really stupid, in which case I might make fun of it, but it's still okay to give me a bad idea. I appreciate the suggestions. The things that I don't, the things that I get more frustrated with is when people give me ideas that if you thought about them for like 1.5 seconds, you would realize wouldn't work. Or like people will tell me like, why don't you just use a mod that gives the villagers smarter AI? And it's like, dude, that's the entire fucking purpose of the games. Like that defeats the entire purpose of doing this, you know? And it's like, no, so that's a terrible suggestion that I'm not going to do. They didn't really move that much. Are you planning to beat Gerg's record? No. I probably could, but I don't really want to. I don't really... I was not like super... I don't know, I wasn't super interested in that record to begin with. If it was, I don't know, if it was something more, if it was something harder to beat, I would have thrown my hat in the ring. I don't know if it'll become hard to beat. It's possible that it does, but the idea of putting mobs into lazy loaded chunks is like, if I had, like, I don't know, I feel like I would have thought of that in like 12 seconds if I had bothered to, if I had like wanted to. I realize I'm sounding really pretentious, so apologies. I don't think that's like that crazy, like it's not that crazy of an idea. I feel like, I guess I'm just saying like, I don't know, I probably would have come up with that. Maybe it's beatable. I saw Gerg was doing a stream, I didn't have time to tune in, unfortunately, but Gerg was doing a stream where he was, like, saying apparently he's gonna beat it, and I don't really know how he's gonna do that, but does one get credit in the end of the video, or how does it work? I would probably just put your name on screen for a second if it was, like, a really massive contribution, like Sam, I might actually say their name and everything, because Sam's contribution to hide and seek was like, it works, like their idea is the reason that it's even going to happen, right? So like, there are probably a few people who might get like a audible, like I might actually say their name, but most people I might just like put on screen at some point or put in the description. Like if you came up with something useful, I might just put you in the description, something like that. Okay, does this work? It's very hard not to steal ideas from RaiseWorks. Okay, I mean, yes, he did. RaiseWorks is the creator of everything in Minecraft. He came up with it all. Okay, however, clown on RaiseWorks as much as I do, I will credit him for the ice boat thing, because I did learn about that from one of his videos. I learned about that from one of his videos, and as far as I know, he didn't steal that idea from anyone else. He maybe did, but I don't know about it, so I credited him. I'm not gonna credit him for sand duping. If I build my own sand duper, I'm not gonna say credit Razeworks for inventing sand duping, but I will credit him for some stuff. Make the flying machines go the other way. You mean like forward and backwards? Like, you mean like that way instead of this way? I don't know. Oh, well, I guess I could have them chase it like the entire duration. The main thing, or the entire length of the field. But the main thing I'm trying to do is I'm basically trying to have them like change their pathfinding. Like, I want them to, instead of just choosing one path and then sticking with it, I want them to actually move. Like, decide, like, oh, hey, I want to go somewhere else. Are there any other job site blocks that are movable by pistons? Can I hashtag job? I can. Some of these might be movable by pistons. And if they are, you might be able... Okay, that's definitely not. Using multiple job site blocks might be the move. I feel... Why do I feel like this is going to be the only one that's movable? Oh my gosh, this is movable. All right. That's movable. That's movable. That's movable. Beautiful. Okay. So, then... Are there any other movable ones? This is definitely not. This is definitely not. That's not. That's probably not. That's probably not. That's not. That's not. Oh. Okay, so we have a bunch more job site blocks that are... Sorry, pardon my language, chat, but hold on. This might be goated, actually. Give me a second. The idea here is what you can do is I suspect that what I think was happening, right, is when I had a villager down here, the villager doesn't know that the composter moved. The villager doesn't realize that the composter moved. And the reason it doesn't realize that the composter moved is because there's a new composter in its place. The villager isn't attracted to that specific composter. It's just attracted to that block. You see how it's rarely moving? So, my idea is if I were to have a bunch of different job site blocks, it might... The villagers might be like, oh, my job site block moved, and update rapidly. Let's find out. If this works, that would be so crazy. No. Villagers are just stupid. It doesn't seem to matter. That's disappointing. I really thought that would work. Does one get credit for suggesting a game or inventing one? What did you suggest? Who holds the record for most comments hearted by Dash? I don't know. Is it you? Are you just trying to... Is it you and you're just trying to flex? I guess I don't know how you would know that. I wish I could move beds and bells, man. If a bell could move, which I'm like 99.9% sure that it can't. Yeah, if a bell could move, bro, it would be... That'd be amazing. Let's try the idea of going this way. The main reason I don't want to go this way, though, is because then it's going to be visible. It's going to be like above, and you won't be able to see the villagers. This is like fine, because there's only a few blocks where you can't see the villagers, you know? Put the bell on a block. I don't believe that will change anything, but you never know. No, it just got launched. As I suspected, bells are not movable. I invented sky musical chairs, described the hide-and-seek rooms, made a couple designs for the water pit. Okay, let me write you down. I don't know, man. This is low-key why, yeah, most of the chat is through YouTube Cringe King. This is why most of the time, or this is why I don't like to promise credit, because then people want, then, I don't know, then I'll spend half the video crediting people. Fop, snop, sky musical chairs. I have 14 comments hearted by Dash. Nice. Put the flying machines under the ground. I'm pretty sure they're not going to pathfind to them if they're under the ground. Why am I breaking this? I should just break all the job site blocks. And I can put those back later. Yeah, they're not going to pathfind to it if they're under the ground. Did you write me down? What did you do, man? This is why. It's a slippery slope, man. Somebody's gonna be like, I suggested that you use villagers. Can you credit me now? And it's annoying. Use a mix of air and jobs? I don't remember that suggestion at all. When was that suggestion? I'm thinking that the one chance that they would follow it is if the entire floor was made of slabs. Maybe they would follow it under the ground. I made the first version of CROSSY Road. Oh. Okay, that's fair. You did suggest the CROSSY Road thing. I think I might have written you down for that already, but I don't know. That's true. Bubba Pie did come up with CROSSY Road as like a game suggestion. Let me see. Do I have you written down? Bubba Pie. No, I don't. Okay. Bubba Pie for CROSSY Road. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a very good chance that you don't get your name said and you might just get credit in the description. Just because pacing a video is important and taking the time to say the names of everyone will lose people's interest and their retention. So I appreciate you guys for coming up with ideas for me, but your ideas are mine if you gave them to me. I don't necessarily need to credit you. That I think I've already said that, but you're volunteering your ideas. They're not protected by copyright. Okay, 82. I'm gonna try putting a floor here and we'll see. I don't even want my name said. I just want you to tell everyone to join the Discord. Fair. I can do that. Probably. Set, smooth, stone. Bam. That was way more work to do that than just to break those 5 blocks. Alright, let's see. I'm curious if, maybe I need to build... I might need them to be closer. Five blocks like that. Bam. Bam. Oh, you know, I probably actually would want the job site blocks to be on the top of this. No, come back. Don't leave me. Oh, what are you? kind of as I suspected, the villagers are not pathfinding underneath the... Are they? This guy kind of looked like he was, but most of them do not appear to be. If maybe the problem is that there's not a floor on this, like underneath the thing, though. That's what I'm wondering. If I put a floor is at this Y level, 85. 85. Axiom is better than World Edit? Yeah, but I don't really know how to use Axiom. It seems more complicated. Lime, glaze, terracotta. It probably isn't, but I don't know how to use it. And I also don't know if it's... I don't know how good it is for simple stuff like this. I feel like a combo of the two is good. I don't really use Axiom much because I've had issues with Axiom crashing my game in the past. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Oh wait, that guy actually is taking a job. Crazy. Okay, that's cheating. The problem is they just pretty much walk in a straight line, I would imagine. And now that, yeah, I think going back and forth, if we were gonna do that idea at all, going back and forth is probably a better idea than forward and backwards. It's too fast. I don't know how to make it slower. I could make it slower, but I don't think that's the problem. I think it's just not gonna work. Slowing down a flying machine is a very difficult task. I don't know if you know that, but slowing down flying machines is like a lot of work that I don't really feel like doing. I'm building jump right now, so Axiom good. Oh, nice. Are you ever gonna play Scandinavian folk? No. Lower tick speed? Try it, trust me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. If you wanna build it and show me that it works, then do it, but I don't think it's gonna solve the problem at all of... I don't think it's gonna solve the problem of the villagers all dying. It might get the villagers to follow it, but that's not even the problem. I have the villagers following it. The problem that we have is the villagers dying, and we're trying to make them not die. And so far, the things that have worked at successfully getting them to not die is making this 2 ticks. Is the first thing. That improves success rates by like 10% or something like that. And now I want to mess with these timings and see if there is a timing that's optimal. Health potion checkpoints. Yeah, that is one of the easiest things to do. The main thing is that once they get hit by the lava, burning does so much damage that if you get hit by the lava for like 1 second, you still die. I think better than checkpoints of that would be water checkpoints, just to extinguish any villagers who jump over this wall. I'm trying to make it, though, currently the goal is I want as many of them to make it before I start modifying it to make it easier. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what's the best way that I can make their pathfinding work first, and then I will add water, and then I'll give them all speed so that they go through it faster and less of them die. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. You feel free. You feel free to design it, and then if it works really well, you know, I'll steal parts of it or use it. But I don't really think the flying machine system would pan out going that way. I think if anything, it would pan out going this way, but... What time is it? My clock is broken? It's 10 for me. I don't know for you, though. You made your own village game called, one of the games is called Hammock, and I just have a hammock made of blocks using commands to rocket left and right. Oh, that's cool. Will you use Sharks and Minnows? Sharks and Minnows has gotten scrapped, and there's a very high likelihood I don't go back to it just because I already have different games that I'm planning on doing. Sharks and Minnows is a cool concept that I will maybe eventually use for something else if I ever do Village Game again, or if I ever... Well, I have a video in mind that will be like almost a spiritual successor to Village Game. It's not the same concept. It's not villagers competing for something, but I have a video idea in mind that I want to make that is that will involve lots of villagers doing stuff, and if they fail the tasks, then they die, and if they succeed, then I'll do something with them, and I'm not gonna share what I'm gonna do with them. Do you have any more scrapped games? I do. I designed Connect 4, where it'd be the villagers choose a hole to jump in, and then whoever wins, the winning team dies. And I scrapped that because A, it was a little bit long. I could very much see it being really good. I could see it being really good in real life because you have people yelling at you, telling you what moves to make and stuff, and you have to try and not miss something, and the stress of your entire team's life being on your hands. It would work super well in real life, but this is, let's be real here, this is YouTube. The games have to be punchy and fast, or else people will get bored and click off. I think it's a fun game, but it's not necessarily a game that is it's not necessarily a game that's going to be used for this. You know, I could use that for another video at some point, maybe. Will you do a game show for your video idea you just mentioned? Maybe. I was gonna say, oh, the one that I didn't disclose? No, it's not a game show. I don't know. I can't give too many details without telling you guys what it is, pretty much. I don't think tic-tac-toe would work super well on the basis of it is, I feel like tic-tac-toe is probably still suffers the same problem. I would think it would suffer the same problem as a Connect 4, where it just wouldn't be that interesting to watch. It would be like similar, but it would be simpler, but it wouldn't, I don't know if it would necessarily be that interesting to watch. All right, so this is as fast as we can go, it appears, and the torch doesn't burn out, right? Yeah, the torch isn't burning out. So this is the speed. We're gonna try this speed and see if that improves or disproves the thing. It's faster though? Yeah, but it's still not that fast. I just don't think it would be like that great to watch, you know? Okay, so this is what, 2 redstone ticks? Or no, 4 redstone ticks, I mean? Because the composter is 2, I believe. Pretty sure a composter is 2 redstone ticks. No, a composter is actually 1 redstone tick. It's just 2 ticks. So this is 3 redstone ticks then. If I designed CROSSY Road, where can I show you? You can show me in the Discord. There's a Minecraft channel. You could send videos or schematics in there. All right, so currently 10 redstone ticks with 2 redstone ticks of pulse length got us 60 out of 100 villagers survive, and that's the best odds we have so far. So we're gonna try 3 redstone ticks and see if this helps. What's it called? What's what called? The Minecraft channel? It's just called hashtag Minecraft, I think. But do 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 do. Oh, we were so close to 100. Do you think that when there's only 2 villagers left, one of them would say, "We are not items, we are villagers, and villagers are"? I don't know why it would be items, but I might do the we are not horses, we are villagers. I might design a jump rope farm design, like a raid farm. They spawn on the platform and have to make it to the end. A villager will lure them to the end. Genius or pure or dumb pum. That's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's genius, but it's entertaining. It could definitely be something, like, I could definitely imagine a world where people think that's cool and it would be like a cool video, you know? All right, let's start this. And let's see how many survive. Burger King foot lettuce. You guys remember that meme? What a meme. Oh, 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 that was horrible. That was terrible. 33 from 60 to 33. So reducing the tick length was probably a bad thing. We're gonna test it 2 more times though and just make sure that that was a bad decision. But I'm pretty sure it was. It seems to have been. And then we'll start increasing it, and we'll see if maybe 20 redstone ticks is better. Like, you know, we're gonna figure out the optimal. I'm about to go gambling, red or black. My phone autocorrect made flying nugget into flying nugget. Oh, so it just didn't change it at all? Or am I misunderstanding? It seems like it didn't change it at all. Tick rate 20. Oh no. Not 5,000, but 500. There we go. I need to incorporate this in somehow. This is such a cool machine, dude. Can't believe I made this. It's so cool. It's not how fast the lava is. My tick rate is turned up a lot, but I'm completely new viewer who has never been here before. Anyway, do you like Scandinavian folk? No. I hate it. It's my least favorite genre of music. All the Scandinavians in chat are gonna be so mad at me. Boycott Dash Bum. Cancel him. He's evil. $44 that time. Okay, so that actually, the 33 might have just been a outlier. Who are your top 5 most loyal viewers? I don't know. I mean, Jitter is probably number 1. Bro's been watching me for like 5 years. And like, he doesn't watch me a ton all the time, but like, he still has been around for 5 years. And like, Jitter, anime, probably just all the mods pretty much. Problem is I have to build it huge from underground to 150Y and spawn proof some stuff. Is it doable? Why do you need to build it so big and spawn proof so much? What are you doing? We're working on basically testing stuff to see, we're testing timings of Redstone to see which is best at getting villagers to not die. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, sorry. I can do my best to explain it again, but I don't know if it'll be any better. I'm basically just testing these games with different settings to see like what settings allow the most villagers to survive. Can we raid someone later? Maybe. Be honest, are you hyped for GTA 6? No. I never played any of the GTA games, so I don't care. I have not played any of them. I'm sure they're good, like based on all the hype, but like I'm probably not gonna play GTA 6 either. So I'm not hyped about it. I'm not like not hyped, like, you know, I'm not like, I wouldn't like want it to not come out or anything, but I just don't really care. How much longer is the stream? Like 10 more minutes-ish? And then I gotta FaceTime Pesto. I miss her. I saw her earlier today, but I still miss her. And she's sick, so I want to check in on her. Potentially sick. We don't really know, but she's not feeling super well. Hopefully she's not sick, but it might just be like allergies or something, but... Okay, 42 that time. So turning it down definitely was bad. We had an average of almost 60. Now we have an average of 33 plus 44, 33 plus 44 plus 42. Not 119 divided by 3 is 39.67. 39.67 out of 100. Okay, so let's try this, but we're gonna go like halfway in between. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do let's do like, no, let's go above, let's go up. Let's go up to like 15 redstone ticks and see how that works out. Rate me 1 through 10. No. I feel like doing that kind of thing seems like it's just bound to like somebody will get their feelings hurt, and I don't really want to do that. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 redstone ticks. Anyone here watching Peacemaker, chat? I watched the first episode of the new season of Peacemaker the other day. Pretty good. Pretty good show. The first season was really good, and James Gunn just puts out hit after hit, so I'm... Oh, I'm running out of memory. I have to restart my game. Are you getting bored? Not really. I'm getting tired, but I'm not bored. I tried to make jump rope not for villagers with structure blocks, but I only got 2 frames, and it looks like it's just a stick that gets raised up and down. Still works though. Interesting. Goodbye, Dash. Miss me very much. Okay, Fobsnop, for sure. You know, I actually need to look. I wonder. No, I'll mess with jump rope later. Rage bait is working. What are they rage baiting you about? Darkfire. I'm a YouTube Shorts creator, bro. Many of my viewers are like 7 years old and are dumb. I don't even think they're not even rage baiting you, bro. They're just children who are just dumb. Largely. What are some ideas you didn't do for the first village game? Ooh, I don't even know, dude. That was years ago, man. I can't remember that far back, and I unfortunately don't have the world that I did all my testing on or anything. For Village Game 2, I wanted to do, like a TNT run game. I messed with that a little bit, but it just doesn't work, because TNT falls out from under your feet way too fast. I wanted to do Sharks and Minnows, but I didn't get to do that because it was just hard, and I I think I probably could get it working now, but I didn't mess with it. I was originally gonna do grounders for this game, which was just gonna be like a big playground and a warden, and that would have been really simple, but I kind of forgot about that idea and then started designing other stuff. Marbles was another option. That was another option that I messed with, or I like tinkered with a little bit for like 5 minutes until I realized I liked other ideas more. Do you like Doug Doug? I do like Doug Doug. Doug Doug enjoyer in chat? Crazy. There was a knockoff me in the chat? That's crazy. Is that a 6'7" reference? Chat, I literally don't understand that meme. I'm such an unk. What does 6'7" mean? Why are people just saying that number and laughing? It reminds me of like that SpongeBob episode where they're like, you know what's funnier than 24? 25. Like, I don't get it. I'm such an unk. I don't understand these memes. I used to be so good at memeing. It's just like nonsensical though. I don't understand. It's a song? Oh, really? Interesting. Flying Nugget, I really thought that you were Falling Nugget and had just changed your name. I don't know. It's really funny that people just impersonate others in my chat. I don't know why, but they do. Oh, also, I'd just like to share the fact that I do have a memory leak. I thought I didn't have a memory leak, but evidently I do. Some mod that I changed got me a memory leak. That sucks. Whatever, it is what it is. 77? Wait, they were oddly successful considering that these weren't even moving. Okay, hold on. I just need to write that down. I might have to test just not even moving them. Not moving composters at all. We just got 77 out of 100. That's really high. That would be crazy. I would actually crash out, dude. Oh my god. I've spent so much time because I thought that I needed to move the composters. If I just don't need to move them at all and can just leave them there and the villagers just pathfind to them, that would be incredibly frustrating. I imagine you guys can understand why. It'd be very, very frustrating if I just like totally didn't need to... If I just like didn't need to do that. I'm gonna do it again just without this. What are you doing though? I'm just joining. We're working on this is CROSSY Road. You might be able to see the resemblance. These are the roads right there. But basically the game currently suffers from being really, really deadly. And so what I'm trying to do is they pathfind to these composters over here. We're trying to figure out what is the optimal amount, or what is the optimal way to get them to pathfind to the composters. I had been moving the composters up and down. I just accidentally didn't even make this one move though, and more survived than typically survive. So I'm wondering if I just don't even need to move them. Make the lava spawn less frequently. Well, that's like the that's the obvious answer that isn't like one I want to do. Ideally, my hope was if I could figure out a way to, if I could make the composters move rapidly, then the villager would be walking and lava appears in front of them and they would walk around it. That was the hope, and we'll see if that happens, but... Falling Nugget is my alt? Oh, okay. So it is you. You've lied to me. How could you? Oh, so actually, hold on. Oh no, I didn't get to, well, whatever. 78. Okay, so they might actually be much more successful if I don't have them moving at all. The one problem I have with that is that it's very entertaining when they actually have to pathfind, because they do sometimes pathfind around the lava if they change it. So maybe there's a way for me to get like a middle ground where they kind of do both. But also at this point, if I just need to not have the composters move at all, I might just do that, man. This game is taking way too much of my time, and I have other passions in life, like, you know, making small models of ships. That's not a real passion of mine. I'm just lying. I have a passion for lying. Spreading false information on the internet is my passion. You guys may not know that, because most of the information I say on my channel is true, but I have a second channel that you guys don't know about where I just lie. I just spew false information about Minecraft as much as I can. That felt like a lot of them died. Okay, 70. Dude, this average is crazy. This average is way better. 70 out of 100 survived. That's crazy. Okay, so that's pretty hilarious that just not moving the composters whatsoever is currently in the lead for the best option. 75 average villagers. How do you feel about eggs? I love eggs. Eggs are great. How do I join? Why would you be able to join? What about this stream makes you think that you would be able to join? Genuine question. Because I don't know what would make you think you would be able to join. What's your opinion on the Schlepp Roblox situation? It really makes me think that there are some EDP 445s working at Roblox who are just trying to cover up for themselves. It's really horrible. Like, Schlepp is literally just helping Roblox, and Roblox is like, yeah, you're banned, and we're hitting you with cease and desist. It's crazy. It's madness. I want to join. Oh, well, okay. That's not an option. Sorry, pal. I guess that's what that's what made you think that you could join. It's that you wanted to. Valid, I guess. I forgot that I added EpiPen as a word. That's such a weird word. How do you feel about bacon? Love bacon. Bacon's great. Oh, I should end stream chat. We'll have to do more testing of this later. Can you open to land so us and the walls can join? Yeah, for sure. All right, actually fairly productive stream. Actually pretty productive. We got a good amount of testing done. We figured out some things. We figured out definitely some things that are good to do further research into. Figuring out, like, basically just figuring out, like, what's the best way to get the villagers to not die, right? And that's important. That's an important thing that I have to do. So tomorrow I have to make a short. But maybe if I finish the short quickly, I can do some freaking more village games shenanigans. Let's see, is there anyone live right now that I can... Oh. That's interesting. Why does Jude Lowe have 7,000 Fortnite streams upcoming? What? Is that real? Why does Jude have so many Fortnite streams that are upcoming? Jude Low. If I look at live, no, that's so funny. It doesn't show that he has a million. Why? That's so weird. Okay. Well, anyways, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day, everyone. I don't have anyone I can raid right now, unfortunately. Because the people I normally would raid do not have raids turned on, or the people that I would like to raid don't have raids turned on. So anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. Have a good night, everyone. See you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Bye, guys. See you